Every 11 seconds, an older adult in America is treated in the ER because of a fall. But what if I told you that in most cases, the fall isn't the real danger? It's what happens or doesn't happen in the first 5 minutes after the fall that determines the outcome. And most people, even the ones who've fallen before, have never been taught what to do. Here's something few talk about. Your body has a built-in survival system. But after age 60, that system becomes slower to react, and fear often takes the wheel. You freeze, you panic, and worst of all, you try to move before your body is ready. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful science-backed steps that can help you stay safe, avoid serious injury, and get back up with more confidence than you thought possible, even if you live alone. This isn't about strength, it's about sequence. No equipment, no gym, just smart biology and a calm mind. If you've ever wondered, what if I fall and no one's around, stay with me. You're about to learn skills emergency responders wish every older adult practiced before they ever needed them. Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Step 1, reset your breath before you move. Why this step matters. The moment your body hits the ground, something ancient and automatic takes over. Your brain doesn't say, let's move quickly. It says, freeze, conserve, survive. It's a hardwired reflex called tonic immobility, and it's part of your body's primal response to trauma. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, your muscles lock up. This might have helped our ancestors hide from danger, but for older adults today, it can be a hidden risk, especially if you try to move too soon. Here's the truth, your muscles won't respond properly until your nervous system resets. And the key to that reset, it's not movement, it's breath. In fact, a 2022 study published in the Journal of Geriatric Emergency Medicine found that older adults who practice diaphragmatic breathing after a fall regain coordination up to 40% faster than those who didn't. Why? Because deep breathing brings oxygen back to the brain, calms the panic response, and reactivates communication between your mind and your muscles. Think of your breath as the power switch that turns your body back on. And the best part, you don't need to move a single muscle to begin. Even if you feel scared, disoriented, or helpless, your breath is still yours to control. This first step is not just physical, it's emotional. It tells your body, I am calm, I am present, I am not broken. When you control your breath, you begin to regain control of the moment, and that single act can change everything that comes next. How to do it? Lay still. Don't try to sit or roll yet. Close your eyes if it feels safe. Now inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath gently for 2. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle at least 3 times. Focus only on the sound and rhythm of your breath. You may notice your heart rate slowing, your muscles softening. That's good. This is your body reconnecting with your brain. Only when your breath feels steady and clear, move to the next step. Step 2, stillness. Scan. Don't move until you listen. Why this step matters. After a fall, most people make the same critical mistake. They try to prove they're okay fast. I'm fine, they whisper, forcing themselves to get up, only to collapse seconds later. But what if I told you that those first 2 minutes after a fall are not about movement, they're about listening? You see, after trauma, your body doesn't always speak loudly. Pain, dizziness, numbness, these signals often begin as whispers. And if you rush, you risk missing them. In Japan, this moment is known as the stillness check. It's not inaction, it's intelligence. Your brain and body just experienced a shock. Blood pressure may have dropped. Your vestibular system, the part that controls balance, may be disoriented. And if you force movement too soon, you risk compounding the injury. In fact, a 2023 study from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society showed that older adults who paused for at least 90 seconds after a fall had 30% fewer secondary injuries compared to those who immediately tried to stand. Here's the key insight: awareness before action. You're not doing nothing. You're running a quiet diagnostic. Are you aware of where you are? Can you remember what happened? Do you feel sharp pain or a rush of dizziness? If the answers are unclear, stay down. Your body is still recalibrating. This step is not weakness, it's wisdom. By giving yourself 1 to 2 minutes of intentional stillness, you allow blood flow to normalize, shock to settle, and your brain to reestablish control. And most importantly, you take back your power not by rushing, but by responding with precision. How to do it? Keep your head and neck in the position they landed. Do not twist. Close your eyes gently. Take 1 breath in and out. Now mentally scan 3 things. Breath. Is it steady? Pain. Any sharp or spreading pains? Orientation. Do you know where you are and what happened? If you feel dizzy, confused, or nauseated, stay still. Breathe. Let the body stabilize. When you're clear-headed and feel no intense discomfort, you're ready for step 3. Micro-movement. Check a safe way to wake your body back up piece by piece. Step 3, micro-movement, check. Reboot your awareness. Why this step matters. Once your breath has calmed and your awareness is back online, the next question is, can your body move and move safely? But here's where most people go wrong. They test this by sitting up too quickly, twisting their spine, or pushing with unstable joints. And suddenly what began as a minor fall turns into a major injury. That's why this next step isn't about big movements, it's about micro movements. Tiny, deliberate, low-risk actions that reboot your proprioception, your body's internal GPS. After a fall, this system gets scrambled. Your brain doesn't quite know where your limbs are in space. It's like waking up in the dark and reaching for the light switch. You need small, gentle tests to find your bearings. And it works. A study from the University of Kyoto found that seniors who practiced slow limb activation after a simulated fall restored balance and muscle coordination significantly faster than those who remained frozen or tried to get up in one motion. Here's the insight: movement isn't dangerous. Unchecked movement is. By testing small parts of your body, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, you give your brain real-time feedback without risking further harm. Even better, this step builds confidence. Each small motion you can control sends a message. I'm okay, I'm healing, I can move. And confidence, as we've said, is medicine. This step gently reconnects the lines of communication between your nervous system and your muscles. It tells your body, we are not in danger, we are in control. So before you think about getting up, take time to scan from the ground up. If something hurts, stop. But if everything checks out, your system is ready for the next step. How to do it? Start by wiggling your fingers on both hands, then your toes. Notice any sharp pain, tingling, or numbness. Now slowly rotate your wrists, then your ankles. Bend your knees slightly, not to sit up, just to test. Finally, shift your shoulders gently. If all of these movements feel smooth and pain-free, you have confirmed that your motor system is functioning. You're reawakening control one joint at a time. This slow scan may take 30 to 60 seconds, but it gives you priceless data. And if the body says yes, you're ready for step 4, the roll and rise method. Step 4, the roll and rise method. Get up like a pro. Why this step matters. You've checked your breath. You've scanned your awareness. Your body says it's ready. But now comes the part that makes most people panic getting up. And that panic is where many second injuries happen. We've seen it time and time again. Someone tries to stand quickly, relying on a weak joint, twisting their back, or reaching for something unstable. And suddenly the fall becomes the first of 2. But there's a better way. And it's been tested in thousands of physical therapy clinics and hospitals worldwide. We call it the roll and rise method, a sequence designed not for speed, but for safety control and minimal strain on the spine and joints. This method is grounded in biomechanics. It works with your body's natural movement patterns, rolling, crawling, rising, the same ones you used as a child. Why? Because those patterns are neurologically hardwired to distribute weight evenly, protect the lower back, and prevent sudden drops in blood pressure. A clinical study from the National Institute on Aging found that seniors trained in this rise method were 45% less likely to experience muscle strain or fainting after a fall. And here's what makes this step so powerful. It gives you direction. Instead of flailing or guessing, your body follows a calm, proven rhythm. More than anything, it replaces fear with focus. You don't need to be strong to stand, you need to be intentional. And this method gives you the blueprint. So when you're ready, don't just get up. Rise like someone who knows exactly how to do it. Start by slowly bending one knee and rolling onto your side. Choose the side that feels least painful. Support your head with your arm. Pause here, take a slow breath, then push up gently onto your elbow, then forearm, and finally onto both hands. Bring one leg forward and shift onto hands and knees. Crawl carefully to a stable surface, a sturdy chair or low couch. Place your hands on the seat, bring one foot forward and push up into a kneeling, then standing position slowly with control. You're up, but your recovery isn't over. Next is the most overlooked step of all. Step 5, the recovery window. Own the next 15 minutes. Why this step matters: you're standing, you made it. But don't celebrate too soon, because this next phase is where many people let their guard down and fall again. Here's what most don't realize. The 15 minutes after getting up are just as critical as the fall itself. Why? Because your body is still in a state of shock. Your blood pressure is still adjusting. Your muscles are still recovering. And adrenaline is masking warning signs. Many older adults stand up, feel fine, and try to walk only to experience sudden dizziness, fainting, or even a second fall. This phenomenon is called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you go from lying down to standing. It's common in people over 60 and often goes unnoticed until it's too late, but it's completely preventable. What you need now is not motion, but monitoring. This phase is about rebalancing, reconnecting with your breath, checking your pulse, rehydrating your body, and most importantly, giving your system time to catch up. According to a 2022 Harvard Medical Review, seniors who stayed seated or supported for just 2 minutes after standing reduced their risk of post-fall fainting by 70%. That's not just a stat, that's peace of mind. This is the moment to pause, not push, to confirm that your body is truly ready for movement, not just surviving on adrenaline. And emotionally, this is when calm becomes confidence. You've taken back control. Don't give it away by rushing the finish line. The fall may have knocked you down, but this recovery window, it's where you rise stronger than before. How to do it. After standing, remain seated or supported for at least 2 minutes. Place your hand on your chest or wrist and feel your pulse. Don't count, just observe. Take 3 deep breaths. Sip a small glass of water. If available, wrap yourself in a light blanket to keep warm. If you feel dizzy, confused, or lightheaded, sit back down immediately. Let your body stabilize before taking any steps. Once you feel steady, alert, and warm, you're ready to move on with your day. You've completed the 5 steps, but there's one more essential piece: practical advice from a professional who's seen it all. Practical advice for older adults. You don't have to be fearless, you just need to be prepared. Falls happen even to the strongest people. What matters most is how you respond. Practice these steps before you need them. Run through the breathing, the stillness, the roll. Make them familiar, not foreign. Confidence isn't luck, it's training. And the good news, it's never too late to start. You are not fragile, you are adaptable. Give your body a plan and it will surprise you. Conclusion: you're not powerless, you're prepared. A fall can feel like a betrayal, sudden, silent, and deeply personal. But today you've learned the truth: falling isn't failure. It's feedback. Your body speaks in those moments, not with panic, but with patterns. And when you understand those patterns, you don't have to fear the floor anymore. You now hold 5 powerful tools that can literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Not dramatic rescues, not emergency gadgets, just calm, clear, intelligent action. Breathe, pause, check, rise, recover. These are life skills. They don't require youth or strength, only awareness, practice, and the belief that your body can rise again. And here's the deeper truth. Confidence comes from clarity. When you know what to do, your body listens. When you trust your plan, your fear loses its grip. So start today. Practice the steps. Print them out. Teach them to a friend. You may never need them, but if you do, they'll be there. And so will you. If this video helped you or reminded you of someone you care about, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your story might just be the moment of strength someone else needs. Because at any age, especially in later years, the power to rise has always been yours.